Good magical morning, everyone. Today we're going on a new adventure into Witchspire. Witchspire just hit early access June 10th, so we can expect to see some bugs and glitches typical to an early access. I'm a Game Rank sub, and I saw this game on his 10 Hits of June video. He recently put that out, and as soon as I saw this game in that list, I instantly wishlisted this game. It looked really fun, and I'm hoping that it turns out really fun, high points of interest, and exploratory persona, and obviously a lot of magical persona in the game. Now, I don't really know much about the game other than I've seen the basic trailer. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I've seen the basic trailer, so I've got kind of an idea of what's going on. It's a survival crafter, essentially. It's supposed to be less punishing than your typical survival crafter. The developers did an AMA a little while ago, and they didn't want to have things like where you had to slow down and build up stamina for sprinting and that sort of thing. You should be able to just run around and play and not have to worry about, oh, well, I'm going to die because I'm out of food and I need to feed myself every 20 seconds or some stuff like that. There's some pretty brutal survival crafters out there, but this should not be one of them. It's supposed to be a little bit more cozy and relaxing. So we just started up our new land. We're going to create a character. Change that to, I'm going to keep Witch. We are Witch. There's 2 body types right now. There's a limited amount of features in the game right now, and I think it's because it's the early access, and hopefully they'll give us a lot more later on, because if this is it, it's really lacking. Got a couple of voice types.
Another day, another adventure.
Bum, 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 bum. I wonder.
Another day, another adventure.
We're going to go with Atkin. Hopefully they give us a couple of more voice alterations there. Some games they just give 1, 2, 3, usually like a male and a female, or sometimes like Elder Scrolls Online gives you a like 3 male, 3 female, and then like 1 or 2 that are unisex, which is nice. It gives you some variety so that if you replay the game, you can feel like you got a different character just from the vocal sounds. So hopefully they'll do the same. Got our custom presets, but interestingly enough, you can choose a custom color using RGB for your skin color. So if you want to be a blue or a purple witch, you can totally be whatever you want. Me, I'm just going to go with a simple preset. There's only a couple of face, in fact, there's only 3. You get angry face, mask face, and cutesy face. Heterochromia, a lot of people are wondering what that is. That's when your eyes are 2 different colors. So you can make one eye red and the other eye green. It's a it's considered a birth defect, but I think it's one of the coolest birth defects that anyone could have. Let's go with that's a little shiny. That's a little deeper. Let's go with this blue. Alright, and hair color. I'm gonna kind of break up what's going on in this outfit. It feels a little too dark going on with some blonde and a different style, something shorter and fun. Now, over on our left, these are our 6 different covens that you can join. Once you start a game and you choose a coven, you cannot change your coven. So, the first coven is the Cloud Piercers. Their starter weapon is the Apprentice Cloud Piercer Spellblade. We have no idea what any of these do, or if one may be better than the other. But considering this is a actual blade instead of a wand, I'm gonna assume, especially from the description, that this is kind of like a warrior class. They're brave, willing to push beyond conventional norms, and commonly seen soaring on their sky brooms. So, considering it's a spellblade, I would consider that a warrior class. This is the Starsmiths. Their starter weapon is also a spellblade. The Apprentice Starsmith spellblade. They have Honest Hearts and Architects of Society. So this is like your building class. They focus on a lot of building. The Foretellers. Their starter weapon is also a spellblade. The Apprentice Foreteller spellblade. Apparently, if they touch things, they can see the future. How that works out, not really sure, but it'll be fun to kind of come back and replay this class. The Wild Roots. The starter weapon is a Wild Root wand. So we actually have a wand here. And as typical for a class like this looks like they're the green thumbs, the creature bonding class. So if you are into herbalism, if you're into lots of creature kindness, this is probably the class for you. This is the class that I'm going to choose today, the Tomekeepers, because I feel like it embodies the spirit of what I kind of embrace with my channel, which is the exploratory and figuring things out side of the game. It's the journey for me. So theirs is also a wand as their starter weapon. And they search for lost knowledge and are a secretive group. The last one is the Night Scribes. They also have a wand. And they're often seen with scrolls and telescopes, but not to be mistaken for the Tomekeepers. They have a love of astrology and the stars. So this is your astrology class. So going back to the Tomekeepers, got this nice blue and purple going on. I'm going to finish that and start the game. Alright, drink potion. Now, something that's not very intuitive to this game is there's not a lot of direction, it seems like. This one, it actually popped up this time. The first time I played, this scroll to heal item, drink potion, it did not appear. And you just had to figure it out for yourself. So it seems like they are doing additions to the game.
Come forth, find your fate.
We've got a mysterious voice leading us through a bright archway.
This is not your academy, student of magic.
Apparently this is not our academy. We've got a beautiful cinematic environment here. Lots of stars, lots of sparkles. Feels very magical, fantasy, Milky Way galaxy. You get that vibe here. So 10 out of 10 cinematic. This is exactly what we expect a game like this to feel like, especially using Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine is known for being high cinematic quality. So we're hearing a knocking sound over in this direction. Ah. And over here we've got a hidden secret. This is probably a nice little chest that a lot of people miss. Over in the distance, we can see floating islands and some jellyfish. Obviously, we've got to get around to that nice, bright, arched tower in the middle. Now, we'll warn you guys that there, like I said before, there is a problem, some problems with the game. Lag and glitching. Oh, look at that. Did y'all see that? Let me look back, see if it does it again. You can actually see visual wind movement in the grass. That's a nice touch. Oh, there it goes again. It does waves. That's nice. So it's already giving.
Will test you. Prepare you.
Considering it just gave us some health, we're about to fight something. That's usually a good indicator that we're about to fight something. And it's giving us more health right off the rip. Wanted to poke around and see if there's anything at the edge. Oh, wow. It's like a dark hole at the bottom of this.
The sun rises once more.
And there's like a hole above us. Okay. As I was saying before, this is glitching out. And occasionally I'm having to hit the Windows button to clear the lag and glitch that's happening on screen. So I apologize, but that's what happens when you play in early access. Just kind of gotta roll with the punches. So we've got a quest to defend ourselves. So I had already gotten a chance to kind of play with the combat mechanic. If you played a lot of games, you pretty much know it's the standard dodge buttons and attacking. But if you're just a casual gamer, not having the tutorial aspect to teach you what buttons to press can be confusing. And hopefully they'll make that addition for new and casual players. We got some nice floral swirls and they glow. Got that nice wind movement going around. Got a better visual landscape. We can see some more little deer right there. See the jellyfish. There's an arch bridge up ahead. Alright, so jumping across gaps. You can just hit your dodge button. You're also able to sprint and just jump, but you can sprint jump.
Few have stood where you stand, chosen.
I wasn't sure whether. Ah! Oh no!
This dream has known sorrow. Which will you be?
A little punny play on words right there. It's taking us into this cave. And this seems really dark. Got a creepy eyeball. Top left corner. Got another creepy eyeball in the distance. It's not ominous at all. Huh. Wonder what that blue thing is. I don't know if you can jump down there. We're gonna test it. We're gonna see. Nope. You die. I didn't feel like I was gonna lose anything here. It just seems like a weird floating fragment.
Behold the Seeker.
Lots of creepy eyes. Dodge. Right. Oh man, still attacking? Fell through the hole. That was kind of crazy. So now we're next to the jellyfish. We've made it a little bit closer to that arched doorway. See what's over at the edge of this world. Oh, we got a little bit nicer view of that black hole below us. Doesn't feel creepy and ominous at all. I like these jellyfish. Whee! Oh, I'm gonna miss. Just didn't have enough distance on that last jump. Two fails in a row. I'm doing so well. The first time I did this perfectly. There we go.
Starkin call this place home for now, until they begin anew, as you will one day.
Right. Made it to the next part of this. Got a nice side profile of this big tower. Now, this really reminded me of the tree in Okami, if you've ever played Okami. It's got that nice visual aspect of this is where you need to go. And if you go into it, you find that hidden star area, and this whole area really gives me that Okami vibes. Alright, got a puzzle here. Got a door. Oh, it's gonna close. Let's get through there. So the ominous voice is telling us that we have a choice. And I see 4 columns here, each with a creature on it. So obviously this is a familiar that we're gonna bond with. Starting right over here, this is a quoll. Its element is ethereal. Though this familiar has some negative connotation due to its history, its heart remains kind. The events surrounding the sorrow have tainted this familiar with impressions of darkness and misfortune, yet nothing could be further from the truth. Qualls feel safest when around children and students, making them feel accepted for who they are. Perhaps it is their history that makes them so devoted. This familiar knows what it means to be misunderstood, so it will never make its owner feel the same. Abilities are Phantom Echoes. It fires a barrage of damaging projectiles at a target. And Chrysalis Thread. Conjures a protective wisp that fires at nearby foes. Pretty interesting. Looks like a little fairy dinosaur. This is a Brill. Element Crystal. Brills are often highly social and playful, oftentimes confusing a real fight for just a bit of fun. Despite their carefree nature, Brills should not be considered naive or unprepared. On the contrary, once they understand the situation at hand, they will act accordingly and with haste, making them one of the most cunning companions to have. Those lucky enough to earn a Brill's loyalty understand that this crystal familiar is a tremendous fighter, but most importantly, a fun and loving creature to have around. Abilities are Shard Sputter, which fires a barrage of shards which damage and knock back, and Gem Shock, damages and weakens foes in an area. And honestly, this thing reminds me of the little head voodoo doll from Lilo and Stitch that she carries around. It looks kind of weird. And over here we've got a Lockto. Element Lux. Despite its luscious wings, this familiar can't fly for long, yet it showcases resilient strength. What it lacks in the sky, it more than compensates for on the ground, where its use of the Lux element makes it a fierce combatant. Its abilities can turn the battlefield in its favor, making enemies watch their steps at all time. Locktos are fully aware of their majestic wings and powerful abilities, carry themselves with grace and poise out in the world, only to reveal their warmth and candidness once in the safety of their home. Abilities: Cinder Blast, which fires a bouncing projectile that explodes, and Kindle Breath. Lockto takes flight, dropping fiery projectiles. So this is like the cutest griffin ever. And then we've got a Fien. Element Nox. This endearing creature prefers sleeping to fighting, yet its strength is noteworthy thanks to its affinity to the Nox element. It is often joked that Fiends are the most difficult familiar to train simply because of their tendency to disregard human orders, which it looks like a cat, so that's typical. Cats don't take orders from humans. But with time and patience and space, a Fien will eventually become glued to its owner, cherishing their company and protecting them from any foe. Abilities: Uneven Field. Conjures deadly pools which both damage and slow foes. Murky Host. Fires homing darts that damage foes over time. And honestly, if I just take out the cuteness factor in this, I'm totally leaning towards the Fien just based on the abilities. But it also wins just for cuteness factor. I'm going to... And we've got our first achievement. So now we can see our Fien. They fly right next to us. Sometimes they fly a little close. You can command your familiar by dropping, if you point down to wherever and drop your, press R and drop a pen. They'll go wherever you drop your pen. We've got a puzzle right here. Stand right here. Obviously, it's wanting us to put our familiar on the other side so that the door opens. You gonna be stuck over there? Oh, nope. I'm not gonna be stuck over there. That's awesome. So regardless of whether if you get through the door and your familiar doesn't, they will pop through the door anyways. Which is what I would expect of a magical creature.
Your dream ends, chosen one. The seeker will find you
I think that's all the fragments. Don't see anything off the edge of this side. We're getting closer to that very bright arch. See if there's anything around this corner over here. Oh, still looking at that black hole.
Many depend on you, chosen one, until we meet again.
Alright, so we got sucked into a arch, a lit arch. Now we are through a broken portal, I guess. Looks like some sort of ruins. There's a book here. Illyria's diary page, number 1. If you're reading this, thank the Eternal Ones. We're on the same world. We waited a day and a night for you. But we're running low on supplies, so we're heading out to see what this place has in store for us. We're still not sure where we've been sent or why, but there's a Witchspire looming over us. Looks like we'll need to fly to get there. We'll leave you some notes so you can find us. Please be safe, friend. P.S. We left you a satchel. Don't miss it. Okay, so it looks like some things that we can infer right off the bat of this is that we're going to have to fly eventually. And it looks like we're looking for, I don't know if we're friends with these people or if we just stumbled across these people and they were looking for their friend. Maybe some other people got lost here. It's always a possibility. And it says that there's a Witchspire looming over us. So when we get outside this building, we'll have to look around and see if we can see the Witchspire. Alright. And right over here is the satchel. We got a sandwich and some verdant bloom. Alder Crown. Maybe that's the name of the land we're at. We see some floating islands over. Oh, right there. That's the Witchspire. Got a floating coliseum over there, some sort of light in the distance. In the center of this looks like this massive pink tree. There's a tower below us. Let's see what else we can see from here. Obviously, there's some sort of structure right over there in the distance. And there looks like there's some sort of wooden structure right there. And there's another light way up there. So over to the left, it automatically gave us a main quest, a new world. Gather 5 sticks to get wood. Pretty standard crafting stuff. And then it gave us, lo and behold, 5 sticks right at the beginning.
Chosen one, pay close attention. I know you have questions. For now, regain your strength. You will need it.
Now we've got a spooky feminine voice talking to us. Alright, wants us to build a workbench. Going to, do that right here. So we can use astral projection and put this anywhere, but I'm just gonna stick this right here on the ground. And then B to exit. Now I've got a new quest, craft a verdant bloom petal. And the satchel gave us some, so we can already craft this. Pretty easy peasy. Level up by defeating foes, unlock a luminary. So I'm gonna not worry about that for a moment and go explore this little cliffside over here. Got some berries.
This is mine.
Oh, we found some creature. Ooh, creature fights back hard.
That's nice.
So the creatures don't feel like they're too difficult to fight. It's actually pretty relaxed combat. I wonder what this line is. Probably a design feature. There is a chest. Got some scrolls, some coins that popped out of it. Possibly a good base location. I mean, we're at the start point. Keep an eye out for a good base building location. For now, I'm gonna see if I can pick this up. Yes. Simple right click and it was destroyed. I feel like these came back really fast. Let's see, what was on this? Is there anything here? Oh, look. This looks like a little bit different. And we've leveled up.
A dangerous place, chosen one. But you're not alone. You should look for your friends now. Believe me, you'll need them, and they'll need you.
Oh, so they are our friends, says the mysterious voice leading us on this journey. So something is now glowing down here. That was not there before. So we're gonna make our way to that unusual symbol over there. I think that's a good goal. Maybe we can find some more clues as to where our friends went, since it's important that we find them. Wonder if there's anything over this way. Oh, we found a nice body of water. This is very picturesque and pretty. And it looks like we can swim. That's a nice feature. It does not look like our familiar can swim. Kind of curious though. It is! Oh, nice. Hidden secret waterfall. A lot of games, they just put like where you just run into nothing, but this one actually put a chest hidden behind the waterfall. Alright, we've got some new things going on. So let's see if we can figure out how to get to our character. Okay, currently equipped, we have a Tomekeeper student hat and a Tomekeeper student robe. And we just got this apprentice robe. So
Now,
let's...
that's an upgrade.
Nice, another achievement. So now that we've upgraded that, I feel like we can put a couple of these things into here. I'm so excited that they did a hidden waterfall feature. So let's be on the lookout for more things like that. Starseeds Hollow. This looks like it's a nice little special cove. Seeing lots of ore, lots of berries around this area. There's some ore up this mountain. This might be a really great place to perhaps even building behind that waterfall, if it allows us to. We got some bay fruit. Lots of ore in this area. That's usually a really good sign. Oh, something's trying to get us. Spectra.
Return to live another day.
And we found a book. Mastering the Art of Bonding, Chapter 1. Greetings and salutation. 'Tis I, the great Elysian, humble student of magic and apprentice spirit bonder. My hobbies include a severe intolerance for fey fruit and strong desire to be the least average of my siblings. Fear not, mother dearest, one day ye shall feel pride for at least one child. Our quest begins now, dear reader. Together we shall achieve a truly wondrous task, bonding a starkin, or will fail just as miserably as my adventures into wand making. Don't ask. The key to bonding, other than an abundance of patience, is a very special contraption known as incense. I've packed one in a satchel conveniently placed next to this page so that you too may join me in this adventure. 'Tis but a simple incense, but with Om willing, you might just be one step closer to your new familiar. Use it wisely. Timing is key. Find the right creature first, light up the incense, and show them what you're made of. Good luck, dearest reader. Alright, so they've left us this satchel. And it does indeed have a spirit incense and some gemstones. Also, oh, shimmer dust. Made from alder trees. And we got some more shimmer dust. It's got a 2-star on it, so it seems like a really important item. It doesn't look like there's enough space in the back to do a base, but I really do like this area of what we've seen so far. Might be a good base area. Let's wander on around before we head down that way. Like you can go up this way. Seems to be some sort of upward path here. A Rockling den. Okay, so we're seeing some Rocklings up ahead. They're going into the den. It says 667, so I'm assuming that they'd be really hard to attack. Oh, they got quite the bevy of resources in here. Oh yes, they are very hard to attack. Try and defeat that level 8. Kind of seems determined to run away from us rather than attack us. Come back and die. Or bond. Something like that. The combat system can be kind of boring with it just shoot, dodge, shoot, 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 dodge. So hopefully we get some something more magical. This seems kind of flat for a magic-inspired game. Stop running away. No, I didn't want you. The Rockling is determined to get away from us.
I've got luminaries to spend.
Alright. So it just said we have luminaries to spend. And then the objective is to unlock luminaries. We now have this little tab that's glowing for luminaries. It opens up into this looks like a standard survival crafter crafting tree. This is astral themed or galaxy themed. Lots of stars, lots of galaxies. This seems like a really long tree. Alright, and at the end of the tree we've got Ohms chosen, Tolls chosen, and Veers chosen. So I'm going to assume, or theorize, maybe not assume, I'm going to theorize that Ohm and Toll and Veer are some sort of gods of this world. Some sort of deity. That's usually typical for a lot of games. Let me go back into that. Looks like we can unlock Hearth. And we've got 5... Excuse me, guys. We've got 5 points here, so... Let's unlock a furnace. Nope, can't unlock that. Okay. What's over here? A wand recipe. A spell blade. Let's get some luck. Basic cooking. Let's get some bigger. Furniture and decorating. This looks like it needs a skill to upgrade, and so does this. It looks like your hearth has to be level 2 in order to unlock this. I'm just going to stick with this for now and leave the rest of my points. But we found a bunch of ore in this Rockling Cave. So this is looking like a really ideal location for base building. Oh yeah, we got some different ore right here. There's a lot of ore right here. We've got some sort of structure. We see a Froblin archer. That might be some sort of... Considering that's like a village or whatever. Enemy village. I'm gonna go see if we can build this crafting table back here, because this would be a pretty good area. Oh yeah? You're gonna let us build here? It is. It's gonna let us build here. Nice. I claim this waterfall. My secret hideout. Alright, so it wants us to use the map to guide you and look for your friends. Obviously, it wants us to go to that glowing piece on the map. So let's do what it wants us to do.
Ooh, hello.
The pickup is nice and quick. And very smooth. This looks like a path that leads down to that bottom, but I don't want to get too close to any enemies right now. I don't know what we're fighting. I don't know if we're equipped for it. Oh look, a book. Valen's Expedition Log, Fragment 58. Dastardly Froblins. Out of all the civilized life forms we could run across, of course, Froblins, the most vile and disgusting creatures in Starhaven. At least their goo might come in handy. Come in handy for what? What would we use this goo for? And how easy is it to take down some Froblins? There seems to be quite a number of them in this structure. So we see archers, some grunts. Oh, right there. There's a big giant dude with a club in the bag. I don't know if we were equipped for that right now. Well, let's not go get ourselves killed this early. Got a chest out here. It's nighttime, I think, but you don't really feel a sense of urgency to find cover or shelter. In a survival crafter like Valheim, you definitely get that sense of urgency, or Ark. Creatures are super hostile. You don't want to be wandering around at night. But this feels like I could take a cozy nighttime walk, no problem.
This is mine.
Alright, so looks like we're back on the path. That was the path that we came from at the start of the game. We've explored that upper area behind us. Looks like there's some lower area. Oh, what's that? Alright, come back to that after. But that's obviously glowing. Kind of want to know what the glow is. We've got some sort of structure here. It looks like some sort of shrine. Shrines are always suspicious. Usually there's an enemy guarding them, or an enemy that will pop up. And there it is. Told you guys. Suspicious. Always suspicious. Not even sure what we got, but we got some Rockling goo now. Used for crafting ritual scrolls. Oh yeah, that's got to be useful since I'm a witch. Obviously we need some scrolls. New quest, paper trail. Investigate the note near the abandoned hearth. Okay. Illyria's diary, page number 2. Valen is missing, but Vex doesn't seem worried. He's probably just exploring nearby. We really ought to be sticking together, but who has time to worry about that when there's a Witchspire to get to? There's a Chirley crater close by. We're going to scout it. Hopefully, Valen learns to stay still and not to keep wandering alone, that clown. More soon, E. Okay, so at this point, we now have a person missing. I don't know who Vex is, but it looks like they found some sort of point of interest nearby. It says a crater. I don't know what a Chirley is, but we'll find out soon, I guess. So I say that the next thing that we ought to do is probably try and track down this crater. They left us a satchel as well. Oh, we got a new wand. 3 damage. Something tells you this wand is old as time itself. Huh. Let's stick that in there.
A new day begins.
Kind of weird that it bounces off that. Wants us to...
Where should I put my heart?
Ah, so now we've got a hearth. And it wants us to build the hearth. Well, I think we'll go back to where I said and build our hearth in that waterfall. Our little secret coven waterfall. Oh, there we go. Seeing some water. Alright, so I'm gonna open up the B menu. And it looks like we could put down our hearth. Let's just stick it... Oh, can't stick it where I'm sitting.
Hey! I know this place.
Nice. Looks like we can add a few more buildings. So we've got... I'm gonna stick this by the entrance. Oh, we've got, it looks like treasure chests or some sort of standard storage system.
A hearth is a powerful ally.
Oh, no.
We'll
That's
need
not
to
gonna work.
nurture it if we're to be successful here.
Can I rotate this? Alright, so we've got that. Can't build that. Don't have enough wood. Oh. Let's see. Oh, and I just noticed our outfit had changed. Let's see what this is. Oh, yeah. Storage chest. Well. So you're telling me that we built a magical world and the best we could do was a standard storage chest. Okay. Couldn't do a pocket dimension, portal storage, spellbook storage, floating inventory orb. All that was off the table, huh? Just get a plain old crafting chest. As far as where you could have put some magic, definitely feels like that's a missed mark right there. All these things seem really important, so I'm gonna put those in there. Hold on to the sandwich. I'm gonna put that there too. Alright, let's take a look at this hearth. Level up your familiar, unlock a familiar ability. Alright, let's go into the tab. Let's go into character. Nope. Let's click the familiar. Oh, the familiar has a skill tree. Okay, so what we got here? Looks like he's got 2 skills that I can do, so we're gonna get that uneven field and murky coast. And I now have, still have my 3 luminaries. It says nurture our hearth. We need some simple planks and some spirit dust. And since oh, look at that. Bingo. This is actually pretty interesting. So notice this is my inventory. There is nothing in this inventory. It's literally counting the stuff that's from my chest. That's a pretty cool feature. And I wonder if it'll use the stuff from the chest. You don't see that in a lot of games. You usually have to put it in your inventory, not just have it in your chest. So I'm able to make some planks, but I need some wood. So as I journey around and explore, I'll pick up some more stuff to upgrade my hearth. Let's see. You come down this way, there was a... Yeah, there we go. We're in the right direction. So that was the altar. Some problems showed up. This was the hearth. And we read that book already. So there's a structure that way. There's this tree. And then there's this direction, which I think there was a tower this way that we saw. So let's go this way first and see if it loops around. That's right. I forgot. There was a glow. There was a glow because it was night. Go back. Go back. What was the interesting glow? Of course, we're not going to be able to see it in the daytime. Where did that glow happen? I feel like it was this direction. Whole line of sticks here. That's convenient. Got some berries, and it looks like there's water over here. A big body of water. Got an ocean. See if we can jump across this. So it looks like we're surrounded by a massive ocean. Well, that looks like most of what we can do that way. There's that Froblin camp that we saw, or village. I guess there wasn't anything over here. Maybe it was a light trick. Oh, wait, look. Oh, oh. There's a path right here. Oh, we found the Chorley crater. We're supposed to be looking for this. A charling. And a cheerily. Interesting. This looks like some sort of a volcanic. There's a book over there. I don't know how hostile these things are. I don't know how close I want to get. There's a hidden chest over here. Or an open chest. Seems to be an exit over here. So let's keep that exit in mind. I don't know how hostile these things are. Just kind of want to get over to that book we see. What's this? Oh, cinder flames. I don't know what that's used for, but I'm sure it's useful for something. Let's pick a few while we're here. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna see how close I can get. Oh yeah. You don't want to get close. They all want to fight you if you get close. I'm fighting this one because it was already hurt. Chivalry Tuft. Alright, so pretty sure we came through that side. Let's get back to the other side. Don't want to get too close to these things. If you get right on top of them, they're hostile. Let's see what comes out on the other side. So we're on a beach now.
Ah, it's nighttime.
Some sort of structure, and there's a tower with a swirl over there. It's definitely something we want to check out. This is a closer view of that Colosseum that we saw floating. Don't see anything else over here of interest. That's a big tree up there. Oh, we got some sand. Collect a bit of that. There's the tree that we saw in the center. So we're not far off the beaten path here. Seems like we've come kind of a full circle. Got another sus altar over there. I'm gonna go up into this little wooded area between. I don't recognize where I'm at. But I shouldn't be too far off. That was the center. Oh, no, I recognize where I'm at. Okay. We have indeed come full circle. So we're back at where we found the hearth. Okay, so this is just a beach area over here. Means that big tree that we're seeing behind us, that's got to be the start point where we came from, I would suspect. Let's follow this body of water back up. So it looks like we might be able to climb up here to the center tree. Well, that was a cool move. Apparently your character can grab onto the side and do a double jump now. It's got to be the unlock feature for the game. Don't think we can get up this cliff face though. Although, let's try this. Sometimes. Ooh. Nope. Let's try that again. Aha! Haha. We have made it to the center of where this big tree is. Did some little... I don't think you were intended to get up this way, but you know what? We did it, so... There is a glowing rune stone. We're gonna click it. Luminary points.
It's bright outside once more.
Got some sort of new berry from up here. And a chest that's knocking. I think it's nice that they gave the chest a sound effect feature so that you can easily find them by listening for them. So from this, I'm looking at, oh yeah, that's definitely the start point. So the big tree, that's the start point. That was where we came from. So we've been down there and around, and we went back there, and our base is somewhere right in that direction. And this is the Witchspire where we're trying to get to. And that's the crater, because that's where we came out on the beach. So there's a ruins here, there's a tower there, there's a coliseum way up there that we obviously can't get to, because I don't think we can like astral project up there. There's a couple of structures over here and a structure down there. There's a structure back this way. There's something glowing up on that rock. And there's a huge structure in the back there. So there's a lot of points of interest to explore here. Oh, there's a tower right here. So it's mainly about just picking what we think is the most interesting. I think... Let's try this one that's been the closest to where we've been exploring. I don't know about fall damage. I don't know if we can... Yeah. I'm just gonna like slightly peek towards this, but this doesn't feel like a place I want to go yet, honestly. This looks kind of like the Frogland village. Oh yeah, there's Froblins. May not want to go that way right now.
Tasty.
And we've hit day-night cycles, and as promised, it doesn't feel like we have to be rushed to go day to night, do things. Pick up some sticks while we're over here. So we got another very sus looking altar. There's something on the altar. Who's gonna appear? Oh. A new problem has appeared, a mage. Alright, so we've defeated one. My Fien's working on that mage. We'll focus on the archer. It's hard to see when he's about to hit you because of your own magic being in the way. Alright. There is a high level spectra. Or spectra. Let's try this. Interesting. All right. There's something walking on the other side of there. It does not look friendly. An Aluant. Come on, look at it again. An Aluant something. We have to get closer. Aluan Vanguard. That doesn't look like a creature. That looks sus. Got some sort of glowing light right here. Oh, that was cool. Veer's Landing Flight Pillar. So this is obviously something to do with the broom. Which we do not have. So we will have to circle back to this later. We're getting a good look at that Coliseum now. There's like several, it looks like maybe a time trial or something going upward. I see at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these glowing circles. Back to the problem at hand though. This Alunian Vanguard is in front of a structure. Probably a treasure item. Oh yeah, Defian's gonna start it, huh? It's gonna activate it. Oh, he's got some sort of... Ow, ow. Oh, he takes a... He gives a lot of damage. You do not want that to hit you. My PN sounds like ow, 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 ow. Like, killed half my fin. I feel like you need some health. I feel like I need some health. I'm gonna eat this sandwich.
Delicious.
My companion is very trigger happy. Okay, Lydia. Alright, so we've got another book. Volan's Expedition Log Fragment 43. The Ruins of Aluin. By Veer, this stonework could mean only one thing. We found a ruin of Aluin, mightiest of civilizations. These pressure plates seem to be the key to opening the door. If only I wasn't alone. So right there, it's given the player a clue. There's some pressure plates. And it's already shown us when we were in the dream cycle. And now we've revealed a hidden ruin. Got another luminary. And it didn't lock behind us, so that's nice. Sometimes you never know, they lock behind you. Came from that crater, we went over there, and we've gotten to the center of this, so maybe the next part of this is, well, there's that tower. We could probably inspect it a little closer. And it looks like it wraps around this way. We can just keep heading up the beach. Kind of wish we had a map. Wonder if we get a map. I wonder if the game has a map. Let me look at something. Nope. But I'm gonna... Aha! We have a map. We have a map that reminds me of Valheim. In that there's just stardust. Alright, we're here. This is the flight pillar. This is that chivalry crater. Click to teleport between hearths. Not doing anything. This is some unknown area. Oh, this is that Frogland village. So obviously it was its own little standalone area. So we'll have to go back and explore that when we're ready to fight those Roblins. Got an unknown area here, here, and here. And obviously a lot of land that we have uncovered. But so far it's looking like we're on an island. This is a lot of water. For now, let's just try and get up to this flight tower, and then we'll head back and do something with our hearth. There's nothing else up here. There's no journal. I do see, oh look, way in the distance there, that looks oddly like that. So it looks like there's another flight tower off that direction. And this looks like the finishing of the beach. That heads back to the tree. Got a new creature over here, a lamb loof. I don't know how close we can get before it turns hostile. I'm assuming that anything with red is hostile, but you can get pretty close to that one. I said that I was gonna head back to the base, but like my inner exploratory says, "Oh, what's that?" Oh, what is that? There's a waterfall. Is there another secret behind this waterfall? What is this structure right here? Oh, look, there's two no, there's an alcove. Oh, this feels like please be a hidden area. Oh, we're going. I love it. I love it. Found another little hidden area. And we've got mushrooms. Den shrooms. It's definitely a very witchy thing to have, mushrooms. Got another luminary rune that we've collected. And a chest. I've also noticed that we haven't hit like a backpack limiter. Like, it looks like it's just space, not weight. A lot of survival crafters depend on weight. And can be pretty punishing about how much weight you carry. Oh, that was cool. It's a nice little cool flip. But I still can't seem to get up there. There we go. This seems like a sus altar again. Let's see. And it was. Oh. Oh, that was cool. Did some sort of pausing feature. Stunned feature in combat. Oh, now I see another structure in the distance. This is how they get you. No, no, no. Don't do it. I came as far as this waterfall. Let's stay on this side of the island. Let's go back. And do something with my base. Before I get myself into too much trouble. It's like there's a path that goes upwards. I don't want to follow the path. Oh. That's interesting. Got some enemies that just appeared in front of me and they're walking in that direction. Some sort of patrol. And then they turned around. That was weird. It's got to be some sort of memory activated loop patrol, perhaps. You'll see that in games sometimes. Okay. Gotta be close to... Ah, there's a tree. Okay. Like right above the Froblin area. Let's see if I can fall off this. I don't know if I want to... Ooh. Ooh. No fall damage. Go me. Alright, so our base of operations was back this way. This is really high cinematic quality to this world. It's definitely the stars, the purpley pink, silvery colors of the clouds. It's definitely high fantasy ambiance.
Another day, another adventure.
With lots of lush grass. It's beautiful, vibrant. There's different tones of green. It's very eye appealing. Little fairy moats around the trees, giving them this enchanted, ethereal feel.
Hey, I know this place.
Yeah, it's my base. Alright, let's start off with nurturing our hearth. I think we got enough sticks now that we can go over here and make some simple planks. It says we need 10. So we're going to click on the planks and we're going to craft 10 of these. What else did it say we need? Need spirit dust. We're a little short. So while that's crafting, let's go on out here and see if we can fight a couple more enemies to get some spirit dust. Some tail leaves have appeared, so we're going to take this as the opportunity we're looking for. And we've got 1 spirit dust. Alright. Oh, what are you fighting and why? Well, that Spectra kicked that tail leaf's butt.
I like the look of that.
Oh, we got some feathers and stuff too. Alright, gonna go right back into our base. The plank should be done by now so that we can nurture our hearth. Collect all. It's my inventory. My inventory's full. Thanks for letting me know that a little late there. Oh, and I got another outfit. Okay. Let's stick that in there. Got egg, which is a raw food. Got more incense. kind of wish there was a way to tab to drop. No. F? No. Tab. Doesn't have like a quick store all. Oh. So you can take all or store all, and that's it. Let's take out this to figure out what that is. And let's take out our apprentice robe. The rest of this, let's leave it. And then we can pick up our planks. And we've got smells terrible, perfect. Brewed 10 potions. Oop. Alright. Ah, perfect. So, as I mentioned before, it looks like the game is going to be super forgiving and count what's in our chests. So even though we don't have the spirit dust equipped, it's going to let us level up straight from the chest. That is a super nice feature. And another achievement. We've moved in and reached Hearth Level 2. Let's open up our luminaries. It looks like we can now get this furnace. Got 9 luminaries to use. Let's see what the next piece of this is. To get to the witchcraft circle, we need a level 3 hearth. Looks like we can now use the pickaxe tool and get an additional jump charge, higher jumps. Let's do this for the basic cooking. Oh yeah, let's get some wand damage. And we've got another achievement, Call of the Luminaries. So we've got 2 more. See if we can get some simple crafting decorations. It also looks like we could increase our spellblade damage right over here. So let's stick with these items. We're now out of luminaries. And hopefully it'll help us on our journey. Use your new familiar ability. So if I'm looking at the bottom corner of my screen, it's showing Q and E. I'm going to move my Fian right there and just try out Q. Very nice. And if I try E, that's what the attack looks like. And it started a bonding meter with my Fian. So it says, look for my friends in the Chillery Crater. Didn't we already do this? Let's see, where's the Chillery Crater? So if I move slightly this way, it's over in this direction. And a little orange icon has appeared in the distance. Last time we saw that icon, we found the hearth. It's taking us right to the crater. One second, guys. I'm going to get a sip of Gatorade. All right. Got a little parched. I'm wondering why it's sending us back to this crater. We already read the book here. You already had us look for our friends here. We found no friends. We read the book. And it's making us go back to the book. Oh, the little Charling's back. Try and avoid any confrontation this time. These things are vicious. No Volan, of course. We heard some commotion coming from a Rockling Cave. It must be him. He's always up to no good. This place holds many dangers, that is certain. Even Vex looks worried. I've never seen a Quoll worried before. Okay. So Vex is not a person. Vex is a familiar. Vex is Illyria's familiar. So we've just inferenced that. And the reason we know that is because Quoll was a creature that we could have been our familiar at the beginning of the game. I can't let anything happen to him. I'm going to need a better weapon. If you haven't already, consider acquiring something more powerful. Hope to see you soon. E. Well, we have acquired a couple of character pieces that seem to give us some boosts. Surrounded by these things. I don't know if I want to mess with this. Oh. Goodness. Oh, the Charling started fighting it. And now the Charling and the Chivalry are fighting. Charling's gonna kick this Chivalry's butt. Chivalry, you messed with the wrong Charling. I kind of want to mess with the Charling after this. He got him knocked down about halfway. Got some charcoal, some gemstones. Surely tough. We have yet to bond with any other familiars. But now it's telling us we've gone in there again to read that journal. And it's wanting us to... Where am I going? Base should be this way. Unlock and craft a weapon. At least I think my base is in this direction. Oh, oh. I think I gotta go higher. Didn't go far enough around this mountain. Yeah, that's right. And I really like that the sprint is so forgiving in that we've just been able to run and run and run to get somewhere quickly. This is a lot of ground to cover. Alright, we're back at the base. Alright. So, firstly, check out this apprentice robe. 30% familiar damage and 10% familiar damage. 10% max health. Definitely seems like something we want to be wearing.
Delicious.
See if we can check out what it looks like. Doesn't look too different from before, honestly. So double
The
checking.
sun sets once again.
Nope, does not look different. So right there, I think that's a missed opportunity of, instead of them just doing different buffs, they could have made each outfit special, given it a special quality. Alright, so the next thing we've got is this knowledge potion. Grants experience. Consume or feed it to a familiar. Well, I'm gonna consume one for me.
I feel stronger.
Oh, nice. And we've got another achievement. We've reached level 5. So if we do this again, we're level 6 and level 7. We've used up all the potions. Unlock and craft a weapon. So we need more spirit dust. I'm gonna go ahead and put all these things into my chest. Then we can go fight a few more things to see if we can't craft a weapon. There's a lot of tail leaves right here right now. Wonder if it's because it's nighttime. Oh, look.
Welcome to the coven.
Ah, we bonded with a tail leaf. And a wild familiar. So it seems like you just defeat them and eventually you might bond with one. Which is much simpler than needing stuff to bond with certain creatures. That's something that Power World and Ark does. You need certain food, certain things to be able to bond with a creature. And this game is really forgiving. It just randomly will bond with whatever you've fought and defeated if its soul is left over. That's really nice. It makes things really easy. get a little bit more spirit dust. And I'm starting to notice that each of the familiars have a like a special item that's exclusive to that creature. So like Chivalry's got tufts of fur, and these have eggs and the tail leaf. Sorry, the tail leaf has like eggs and feathers that it drops. So that's a little unusual that in the aspect of survival crafters, that each individual creature has their own special drops. Usually they're just kind of generic, they all drop kind of similar items.
Thank Dia for these gifts.
Or at least the ones I've played. Alright, so I think we've got enough spirit dust now, so we can head back to our base. See if we can't craft a weapon. Oh, look, and our familiar pops up right into our inventory here, our tail leaf. And it looks like we can slot him in. And then if we press C, we can see our new familiar, the tail leaf. Very cool. We're going to craft this, because I believe this is the weapon that it's wanting us to craft. It's also saying that there's a pickaxe and a logging sickle. I like this aspect. When you're sitting waiting, you can see that it's crafting something through this glowing orb. That's pretty magical. And then it was finished. It did a magical disappear. And now we've got a weapon. Alright guys, I think we're going to take a little pause for now. It's getting to be lunchtime for me. But I hope that you have had a magical journey with me thus far, and that you'll be back for the next magical journey in a couple hours. I should be back at the stream. Have a great day, guys. Bye.